Welcome to the section on finding area of circles and sectors, all right? And that is our goal, all right? I want you guys to be able to calculate the area and sector of circles. So a quick little note with fractions. When you square a fraction, just got to remind you guys, if I have 3/4 and may square that, just remember that that exponent goes to the numerator and the denominator. So square means times it by itself. So that 3 times 3 is 9. And 4 times 4 is 16. So that would actually equal 9/16. Again, because what we're really doing is we're squaring the 3 and the 4. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, a couple quick questions just to remind you guys. What's the distance from the center of the circle to the outside called? So from the center to the outside. Answers? All right, that's right. It is the radius. Nice job there. Okay, how do the radius and the diameter compare? So radius and diameter, how do they compare to each other? Think about that. There you go. 2 radii equals 1 diameter, right? The 2 radius equals 1 diameter, or the radius is half the diameter. All right, and now how are circumference and area of a circle different? What is the difference between circumference and area? Well, remember, we say that circumference is the distance around, or it's like the perimeter of a circle. And what is area then? Well, area is the inside space, right? Again, that space inside the circle. So keep that in mind when we're doing this. Now, how do you find area of a circle? There's our circle. Well, there's 2 ways, right? Well, first in your circle, remember this is the radius from the center. All right, that would be R. And then remember diameter, I'll kind of draw it here blue. Diameter just equals 2 radiuses. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, how do you find area? Area equals, now most people write it as pi r squared. Now, how I like to do it is I like to write it as area equals radius squared, then times pi. Just order of operations. A lot of people mess that up. So you will hear me referring to it as radius squared times pi. So let's take a look at a couple of quick examples, and we'll get to the sector piece. So find the area of a circle given the following. Well, the radius is 6. So remember our formula. All right, area equals radius squared times pi. So that's going to be then, that's going to equal. So area equals, the radius is 6, so it's 6 squared times pi. Well, that would be 36 pi. So that's the answer. All right, that'd be centimeters squared. Now, if they want it as a decimal, well, the diameter is 14. So diameter is 14. Well, that means that the radius is half that. So radius is 7. So here's our formula. Area equals radius squared times pi. So area equals 7 squared times pi. So that's going to be 49 pi, but they want a decimal this time. So you type your calculator, you should get 153.94. So you guys have done those before. What I really want to concentrate on is the sector of a circle. So the sector of a circle, I like to think of it as a fraction or a piece. All right, it's a fraction of a circle. And you'll see why I say that in a second. Again, I kind of think of it as a piece of pie, but it's all about how much of the circle is it. Well, if I look at this first example, what is a circle is 360 degrees. This is only 180 degrees. And in this example, that's a 90, so this would be 90 degrees. So if I want to find the area, I only want 180 of the 360. And it would be pi r squared, or radius squared times pi. This one, again, how much of the circle? It's 90 of the 360. And then again, it'd be radius squared times pi. And then here, this would just be, since this sector is 49 degrees, just 49 over 360, radius squared times pi. And then this is kind of the key. Whatever that degrees of the sector is, in this case, x, the formula is as follows. It's just x over 360 in a fraction times the radius squared times pi. It's a fraction of the area. So this is the fraction piece, and then this is the area piece. So 2 quick examples, pretty straightforward. All right, so find the area of each sector. This sector is 270 degrees. So we're going to write 270 of 360. Now radius squared, the radius is right here, it's 2. So it's going to be times 2 squared times pi. Well, 2 squared is 4 pi, so we're going to have 270 over 360, and that is going to be times 4 pi. If you want, you can reduce 270 over 360 to 3 over 4. That's 3/4 of the circle. All right, and then again, that's times 4 pi. Type that in your calculator, or if you want, if you understand fractions, that's really 4 pi over 1. The 4's will cancel out, and our final answer then is going to be 3 pi. All right, or as a decimal, you can type that in to find the decimal, but they wanted exactly. Again, that'd be centimeters squared. One more example. Okay, this time the sector is 135 degrees. So we do 135 over 360. And then again, the radius this time is 11. So remember, we take the fraction, we times by the area of the circle. Well, area is radius squared, which in this case is 11 squared times pi. Well, when I type that in, I'm going to get 135 over 360 times 11 squared is 121, and then that's pi. Now, if you want to reduce the 135 and 360 to 3/8, that's fine. And that's times 121 pi. All right, when you multiply that across, if you want to keep it as a fraction, that would end up equaling 363 pi over 8. That doesn't reduce, so that's one answer. But in this case, they want it as decimal, so just type in your calculator like that, and you should get 142.55. All right, and that would be, again, meters squared in this case. But that's how you find the area of a sector or a circle. A sector is a fraction of the circle.